Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badger Workshop. So I got this new bench from Arbor Garden Solutions. Got it put together and it's great, but what it really needs is a vise. So I picked up this number 52.5 old record one. Now I watched this great video about all the different record vices. It's nearly 15 minutes long. I thought I'm never going to watch all of that, but it was really fascinating and I watched the whole thing. And so I've gone for a 1940s one. Now the video was actually about quick release vices and I've gone for a plain screw one. A bit less convenient, but they're certainly cheaper to pick up and mechanically they're much simpler and pretty much bulletproof. Now this seems to be working fine, but before I mount it, I might as well do it up a bit. So I'm going to start by getting it stripped down. Start by getting the old pin removed and I'm going to have to replace this. Then I can get this cast iron cap removed and then unwind the whole of the screw and get that pulled out. The vise has these old wooden jaws in them, so I need to get them taken out. All the exposed metal parts have a bit of rust, so I'm going to use this wire cup wheel, get that put in the angle grinder, take the bits outside and give them a clean up. They're definitely looking better. Now I need to clean any grease and any other bits of dirt off them. So into the kitchen sink to give them a scrub. Now this is a definite advantage of living on my own, as I'm not going to get murdered for doing this. So I painted this old Startlight drill in cobalt blue. I've got some of that paint left over, so I'm going to do the vise in it. I really like this paint and I like this colour, so I'll put a link down to this below. Now I gave all the bits a couple of coats of paint, so while I was waiting for that to dry I could get the bench stripped down so I could flip it over. Now you can see on these old vices they have a couple of ribs, so I need to take into account those while installing it. So I get marked out where they are. And to make life easier, I'm just going to put the bench on its side and then I can use a Japanese pull saw to cut down on those lines I've marked. Cuts made, I can then use a chisel to remove the waste, and then the vise fits nicely in place. Right, bench back over again. This is going to be a bit of a recurring theme. Now, you can see when the vise goes in, it's got some mounting holes and they're not supported at the moment, so I need some extra timber. So I've got a bit of 4x2. I can work out how long it needs to be, get it marked out, and then I'm going to set up my new Trend 18-volt miter saw and use it for the first time to get these bits cut to size. With all the pieces cut, I can get them screwed into place. Now, they're a bit of a random selection of pieces because I've got to work around the legs and the supports and other bits of the bench, but it just means where those holes are to secure the bench, there's now going to be wood underneath them. I get the vise offered up and drill some pilot holes. Then I can get it attached down with some coach screws and some washers. I think actually having the vise in pieces made it slightly easier to install, but now I've got it in, I can get it put back together. So first the other jaw goes on, then I can get the screw put in, but before I go all the way, I'm just going to get some grease on it. When with it greased up, then I can screw it the rest of the way in. The cast end cap can then go back on, the washer in place, and I've got a brand new split ring that goes through the hole and gets bent over. Now, hopefully for the last time, I can get this bench flipped over. The vise has some nice raised lettering, so I'm going to copy what I did on the drill press and get that picked out in some red paint. So it's on here really nice and securely. I don't have any scraps of wood to make any jaws at the moment, but as soon as I do, I'll get them put on. So that's it all done. A nice 1940s vise fitted to the bench, and I can really start making things now. Definitely not traditional colour scheme, but I think it looks cool and it matches my outfit. So thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.